Hey guys, Miss Marcy here. And y'all know what? At first I was not gonna review this season of Insecure. I just wasn't. I was like, I don't know if I feel like it. But you know what? I started watching it and I was getting caught up on the show and I was like, hold up, I got too many fucking strong opinions for me not to review this season. So I'm gonna review season 4 of Insecure. So let me get into it. I'm starting off. This is gonna be episode 2. I'm gonna have to go back and do episode 1 or whatever. So y'all bear with me. Because like I said, I wasn't gonna do it at first. I decided on episode 2, like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and review it. I've been reviewing all this other seasons of it, so why not? But anyway, so here we go. It's 3 months before, Issa's block party. So she's working with Cordola, whatever. This is, like I said, it's episode 2. She's working with Cordona. I think that's such an ugly name. Oh my gosh. But, so she's working with no, this is, let me go back. It's 3 months before the block party. Okay. So it starts out with Molly and Andrew are on a date or whatever. They're on a date and they're out, just talking or whatever. They just coming from the restaurant and they're talking and his phone rings and he's like, hold on, let me go get this, whatever. He's talking on the phone. He said it was work related. So then they end up going back to his place where they fucked the night away. He was tearing that shit up too. But so anyway, so Issa and Cordona they go look at the spot that they're gonna have the block party at, and they have decided on the spot. Issa showing her like, I think this is our spot, and Cordona has been a very big help to Issa and her block party planning or whatever. So she's like, I think we found our spot or whatever. So they get excited. They're like, oh, and so Cordona, she starts clapping and stuff. So Issa, to show her gratitude, Issa tells Cordona, like, look, I'm gonna take you out for drinks this weekend. So Cordona's like, well, I would, but I can't. I'm going out of town. So Issa's like, oh, okay. Is it for fun or for business? She's like, it's for fun. And Cordona told Issa where she was going, and so Issa, she like, oh, so it's a romantic trip. And then she was like, oh, it's romantic. So then the moment became a little awkward. So, there was a small pause. There was like a pregnant pause there. And so Issa was like, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't want there to be any awkwardness when Lawrence's name come up. And Cordona's like, me either. So they both decided, I want positive energy. I want positive vibes. And I just want to get along. I think you're cool. I don't want no bad energy. So they both like, yeah, this is what they're agreeing to. But here's my thing. I'm sitting there like, Issa, that's where you fucking up. Because here's my thing. Sometimes we always try to act like we are unbothered by something or that we're okay with something just because we don't want to look like we're petty. We don't want to look like we're stuck on somebody. We don't want to look like, like we don't want to look like we give a fuck. But the truth is, sometimes you actually do give a fuck. Now, here's my take on Cordona and Issa. I understand Issa trying to be the bigger person. I understand she may not even want to be with Lawrence. She may truly, I don't know, she may be over him. I don't know. I think that they're setting this up to where we don't know if Issa or Lawrence is still over each other or not. We don't know that. Because the way they're showing it is both of them seem to have moved on. We see Issa fucking the fat dude or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The TSA bae. But we don't know if Issa and Lawrence are still, wanting each other. But right now, it looks like they both are trying to move forward with their life. But if you've been with somebody for 5 years or more, it's not like a book that you just close and your feelings are gone like that. No, it's not like that. That's not how it works. So in my personal opinion, I'm sitting up here looking like, Issa, like, I ain't saying you got to be enemies with Cordona, but I damn sure wouldn't be trying to be friends. I mean, I understand they became friends and it was just subsequent that, okay, she's dating, Issa's ex. But at that point, I would have had to say, girl, look, you know what? I think you cool people. I actually really like you because Cordona does seem sweet. She seemed like a sweet girl. And I think her and Issa genuinely likes each other. But when I found out she's dating my ex of 5 years that we just broke up for real, and my feelings ain't really all the way diminished for him, I'm not saying I would try to come in between them of getting to know each other. They can continue to get to know each other, but I'm not going to be sitting up first. I'm not going to be sitting up having a first seat in the situation. I'm not going to sit up close and personal and watch my ex-dude build with a new woman. I'm just not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I would wish them the best, but I can't do it. And that's just me. So Issa's trying to play it like, It's cool, and I understand Molly. When Molly was on the first episode, she was just like, do you really think you're gonna be able to be cool with this girl? Like, but so Issa was like, nah, it's cool. So anyway, so they decide they're gonna be cool. And Issa was just like, she was like, I'm not about to let somebody who eat mayo on their French fries make me uncomfortable or whatever, whatever. And they both started laughing. Excuse me, and it kind of helped them to, you know, uh, address the elephant in the room, if you will. So anyway, there is Halloween, and they're at the girl, they're at Tiffany's house or whatever. Tiffany's big pregnant ass, and Kelly and Molly and Issa, they're all sitting there about to pass out candy, and they're talking. And Issa's excited about having her block party. Everything's coming together, so they're talking about that. And then Molly, she brings up Andrew. She started talking about Andrew. And so Issa's like, oh, y'all done fucked already? And she was like, well, what that dick do or what it don't do? So Molly's telling them, like, yeah, it went down or whatever. But she was like, I just don't feel close to him. I feel like he don't want to open up for real. I mean, Issa's like, well, I mean, he make you laugh, he dick you down. I mean, what's the problem? And so, Molly's thing is, it's cool and I'm going with the flow, but I don't want sex to be the only thing we do. And I understand Molly. I feel Molly on that, because sometimes you will fall into that. You will fall into that with a man sometimes when you like, you trying to be cool and go with the flow, but it's like, damn, you end up, you look up and all y'all doing is fucking, and it's like, hold up. So I really didn't see nothing wrong with Molly feeling like that. I just didn't. Some people may say that she's never satisfied or she's always finding something wrong, but I didn't get that out of that situation with Andrew. So anyway, so hold on, I was cracking up when the doorbell rung, and Tiffany's like, Derek, Derek, she's like, Derek. And so she was trying to get her big pregnant ass up, and she couldn't get up. And Kelly was like, don't help her up. She gotta learn. She gotta learn. Oh, fuck. So anyway, so Issa and the fat dude fucking, honey. The condom comes off, and what do you know? The condom ends up in her. That shit was crazy. That shit was so real, though. That's why this is my show, because just about everything that happens on there is so for real. We all done like experienced something that has happened on there. So that's why I love this show. But anyway, so Lawrence and Cordona, they're out eating or whatever. They're out eating. Lawrence is talking about this show, finding Latoya. This should be so funny, because on the last season, I think they had the show called Due North. These little shows they just be having in between. Y'all gotta excuse my hair. Y'all gotta excuse my hair. My hair got wet, honey. When I took a shower this morning, my hair got wet as fuck. So anyway, they be having these little shows on here, and it be so funny. Finding Latoya. Anyway, so Lawrence has been watching Finding Latoya. He been all into the shit. So he tells Cordona, he's like, have you been watching Finding Latoya? They started talking about it or whatever. So while they're in the midst of talking about Finding Latoya, Lawrence summons the waiter to bring some more mayo. He's like, hey, can I get some more mayo? Can I get some more mayo? So that triggers Cordona to think about the conversation she and Issa just had about him liking mayo on his fries. So she kind of chuckles a little bit. He like, what you laughing at? What, of what I said about Finding Latoya? She was like, no. Me and Issa just had a conversation the other day about you and your mayo and your fries. So he's like, okay. Well, what else did y'all say? Because now he like, what the fuck y'all doing talking about me? You know what I'm saying? Why is my name coming up? Okay, my thing is this. So let me finish, then I'll say what I got to say. So she tells him like, no, we weren't talking about you like that. It just, it came up, which they wasn't talking about him like that. He was mentioned. Here's my thing. I didn't like how Lawrence then took his ass over Issa's house, because he became very uncomfortable when Cordona brought that up. And I get it. But, excuse me, I didn't like how he took his ass over. Well, he played it cool in front of her, like, nah, it's cool. But then he told Derek and them, like, hell nah, I ain't fine with this shit. So I didn't like how he took his ass over Issa's house to tell her, like, hey, look, I don't want my name coming up in y'all's conversations. Y'all can do what y'all gonna do if y'all friends or whatever, but I don't want my name coming up. Here's my thing. Lawrence, you got to give some allowance to the fact that, damn it, you did meet you are dating a chick who is kind of like in the same circle as Issa. You know, they may not have been directly friends at the time when you met her, but she was cool with Tiffany. You know what I'm saying? You met her at Tiffany's fucking baby shower, so there was a chance that she could know Issa. That was that was on you, dumbass. So don't you and how you gonna expect for your name not to ever come up in their conversations? You was with Issa for 5 years and now you talking to Cordona and their friends. Your name is gonna come up from time to time. And it's not even about them just really wanting to sit around and talk about you, but that's just what it is. And what you gonna do, like when I wanna see how this is gonna play out if Lawrence and Cordona actually do get closer and they do get together and they start having problems, who you think Cordona gonna feel comfortable talking to? She's gonna go straight to Issa because she gonna figure Issa know you better than anybody. So what better woman to talk to? Hello. So he goes over there and he tell Issa that he like, I just would appreciate if my name didn't come up in y'all's conversations or whatever. Issa like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? But you know, like then Issa started trying to put it on real thick, like I like Cordona. Like Issa, don't try too hard. You like the girl that's that. Don't try to overdo it. So anyway, so they got that out, but they was cool and cordial about it. You know what I'm saying? Issa didn't get offended. He told Issa like, you know, I really like her and I want it to work out. I want her to get to know me for me. And I get that. In that respect, I do understand Lawrence telling her like, I don't want my name coming up because he feeling like I don't want you telling her things about me because you do have that advantage and you do have that you know, you have that advantage. You've known me, you've been with me. We were together for 5 years. I get that part. So I guess I can see why he would feel like that. But again, you know, because he want know him for him. He want her to get to know him through him, not through Issa's mouth. Which I get it, but again, you still dating a woman in close proximity as Issa, so your name's gonna come up from time to time, buddy. Anyway, so Issa and Molly had plans for lunch or whatever. So Molly shows up at the place that they're having lunch at, and Issa's sitting there wrapping up business with Cordona. Molly get this look on her face. She immediately starts to feel some type of way, and I didn't like Molly's attitude about the whole thing because my thing is, bitch, what you want Issa to be enemies with Cordona? Cordona has not done anything wrong. She's just genuinely being Issa's friend, and she just happened to be dating Issa's ex-man. That's not her fault, okay? So I just think that Molly thinks that Issa's supposed to have some type of attitude towards Cordona. I guess that's the attitude Molly would have towards her. But I feel like Issa really is trying to be the bigger, more mature person or whatever. But it's like, and not to say she would be immature if she didn't want to be around Cordona like that. But Issa is trying to just take a different route because she genuinely does like Cordona. And so Molly gets this look on her face and she looking like, what the fuck? So she goes over or whatever. And Cordona was just about to leave. And so Issa was just like, well, because Cordona mentioned that she was hungry. And so Issa figured, well, hell, since me and Molly about to eat, Cordona might as well stay with us and eat with us and talk with us. So she was like, so Issa invited her to stay. And then Molly was looking like, what the fuck? So Cordona was like, okay, that's cool. I'll stay and eat with y'all, whatever. So she's like, but I'm about to go to the bathroom real quick. So while she's in the bathroom, Molly's like, why you invite her? And Issa like, well, you want me to tell her to leave? I mean, shit, I didn't want to be rude. She said she was hungry and we about to just eat anyway. Like, and Molly's like, but I can't talk to you like I want to talk to you around her. I don't know her like that. And Issa like, well, hell, this is a perfect opportunity for you to get to know her. So Cordona comes back and they're sitting at the table talking or whatever. They're about to order their food, so they're looking at the menus. I didn't like how Molly tried to low key create an uncomfortable situation for Cordona just because her and Issa are friends. You know, just because Molly is closer to Issa. I just didn't like that mean girl bullshit that Molly was trying to pull. And I've been in situations like that with bitches that try to be on some mean girl shit, just some funny acting shit, just to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. So, like she tried to have the menu, and she tried to have a menu and not let Cordona have a menu. It was just stupid. So anyway, so they get through that. So then we get to the scene where it's Molly and Andrew are having dinner. Molly and Andrew are having dinner or whatever. She makes some gumbo. He comes up. Well, no, they have a date at Molly's house. Molly just want to chill and talk. Her goal is to get Andrew to open up because she feels like he don't open up to her. She feels like she's always the one doing all the talking. And when his conversation, what he brings to the table conversation wise is jokes and just, it's like a standoffishness, like where he fuck with her, but he really don't fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? So She make the gumbo. He come in, he like, damn, and she cooks too. He brings the wine. Originally he wanted to go out to a concert, but she was like, I think we should stay in. So he obliges. So they stay in. He come to her, like I say, he come to her house. He brings the wine, and damn, I'll answer that later. He comes in, he brings the wine, and so she's like, my gumbo is the bomb. You know what I'm saying? She giving herself all these props or whatever. He tastes the gumbo. He like, yeah, it's too much salt. I know she felt stupid as fuck. So they sit there eating. They end up at the table eating or whatever. So as they're talking and eating, she's showing him pictures of her, I guess, from her childhood. And so when she starts asking him questions about his childhood, he kind of brushes her off like, I really don't want to talk about it. I would have felt the same way if I was Molly. Like, we fucking, but you won't go with the flow of just getting to know one another. It's like whenever something's personal on your end come up, you kind of back away or you shy away from conversation. I don't like that myself, but that would tell me that really he ain't trying to fuck with me like that. So I wouldn't give him no ass like she said she was gonna do. Just not give him no ass. I don't blame Molly. I just really don't. I don't. So anyway, he gets mad because she calls him out on it. She like, look, I noticed, when something come up about you, on your end, you don't, you try to kind of push back, like you kind of shy away, like you really don't want to open up. And he gets the attitude, and he was like, it's always something with you. He's like, I'm gonna go catch the show anyway, which is what he wanted to do anyway. So Cordona and Issa are meeting up to go, I guess, to that same show, but Issa decides, let me call Lawrence real quick and let him know that, what I'm saying, let him know that, let me see if he wants me to mention whether or not me and him met up. Do Cordona know that me and him met up or what? So she calls Lawrence and she like, hey, I just so I won't fuck up again, does Cordona know that we met up or whatever? Should I mention it? And he's like, oh, nah, it's not necessary. It ain't that serious. So then she started trying to talk to him, like trying to, just have a conversation with him, like, so, what you doing? He was like, we can hang up now. She was like, okay, bye, me too. Oh, I hollered because that's one of those moments where you do be you thinking you about to try to be cool with a motherfucker. And he kind of played her off like, oh, we can hang up now. Like, we ain't about to sit on this phone and chat. Damn, that was funny how Issa played. She was like, okay, me too, bye. So anyway, so Molly ended up sitting at home salty as fuck. She tried to call Issa, but Issa at the damn concert. So she like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, okay, here's the part. Issa and Molly go on a hike. And so Molly's telling Issa about, what I'm saying, what went down with Andrew. And so Molly's like, so Issa's like, she didn't want to say it, but she just felt compelled to say something. She like, Molly, damn, it's always something. Like, you always find something wrong. Ain't you tired? Because I'm tired for you. Honey, Molly didn't like that shit. Molly did not like that shit, honey. So, in the middle of that, Molly get a call from Andrew. And it's him apologizing. He like, I'm sorry about the other night. You were right. It's just going to take me some time, what I'm saying, to open up to you. So, Molly she was feeling good about the situation. Now, she's feeling really irritated and feeling some type of way towards Issa. Because now, Issa has let her know what she really thinks of her. Molly didn't like it. So it's almost as if I feel like Molly act like Issa can't have an opinion about her, but she can have an opinion about Issa. It's almost like Molly kind of looks down on Issa just a little bit. Sometimes you can have a friend like that. Y'all can be cool as fuck, but a part of them kind of feel like you kind of ain't doing better than them or whatever. I just feel like she kind of look at Issa like that. It's like Issa ain't allowed to have an opinion about her. So she was just like, so when she got off the phone with Andrew, she went back over there to Issa while they were hiking. They were taking a break from hiking. And Molly was like, Issa was like, oh, who was that? She was like, oh, that was Andrew. No. She was like, who was that? She was like, oh, it was just somebody from work. Now she don't want to tell Issa about the business between her and Andrew because, again, Molly felt some type of way about what Issa said about her because even though Issa might have been telling the truth, Molly took great offense to that. Molly, now she feeling like, like I said, she feels some type of way. She feels like Issa has told her what she really thinks of her. And Molly didn't like it. So now she being shady towards Issa. Now she don't want to share her details. You know what I'm saying? Because, but it be like that sometimes. Like, this shit is we about to really see the real deal between Molly and Issa's fucking friendship. So y'all stay tuned, y'all. But I hope y'all enjoyed this review. If I left anything out, leave a comment. Don't forget to like and comment. All right, y'all. Peace.